Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be talking about learn how to recognize the perfect dip buying opportunity before the stock takes off. Basically, this is a great dip buying opportunity that happened today in eyes, and I'm going to talk about exactly how you're going to recognize this and then catch this massive move. This will also prevent you stop buying highs and selling lows and do the opposite finally. So instead of buying at the highs and then getting rid of the stock at the low, you buy at the low and then sell at highs. This will also make your wins big and losses smaller. Also, we'll look at 3 examples in this video. Now, one will be eyes, which actually was today, that went up 30%. PLTR is also a very famous stock, and SUNW is also a very famous stock, which is a solar stock. And so we're going to look at an example of how you could have predicted it. Okay, so let's look at it. Number 1, stock eyes, that went up today massive 40% almost. And now here it is. So number 1 thing in order to find the dip buying opportunity is to figure out where the demand of the stock increased significantly with high volume. So basically a stock market is just supply and demand of stock. So if there's a high demand of a stock, the stock is going to go up, and there's a supply of the demand, supply of the stock is going to just go down, right? So notice here at this area, the demand of the stock increased rapidly, followed by a high volume. So you see this volume bars, which means there are lots of people buying. That's what it means. The bigger the volume bar is, the more people are actually buying the stock. Okay, so all of a sudden the stock was just going sideways, and boom, immediately huge volume. Maybe because of some news, but something happened, and then the stock went up. Okay, so now this was confirmed by high volume. The second part would be that once you see the stock, a lot of people do is they start to buy at the highs, start to chase the stock, and the stock starts to come back down, they freak out, and then they sell, and eventually the stock goes up. However, if you want to buy a perfect dip, right, you want to look for the dip. But where is the dip? How do you know what's the dip? So what you do is you look for the stock to come back down to the same area where it eventually went from, where the demand was, okay, and you put a limit order to buy. So you put limit order exactly where to buy. So you see how the stock came down exactly the same area. So if I draw a line, this is exactly where it came down to. So they literally have bought at the bottom, expecting that hey, this is where the demand of the stock was at the first, right? And then your stop will be, if it keeps coming back down, and then the area doesn't hold, then you just take a small loss. So your loss will be right below here, and you expect the stock to hold. And that's exactly what happened here. Okay, and then the stock just went up massive 30%. So what you do is, number 1 is figure out where the demand of the stock is, okay, and then you look for the stock to come back to the same area where the demand was initially. That means there are lots of more buyers already sitting here who missed the stock, so they're going to end up buying here as well, and you get the perfect dip buy. All right, and guys, hope you guys like it. Make sure to subscribe. So there's more video here, more stuff going on. I'm going to talk about 2 more stocks. So PLTR. So let's look at another example. So this is also exactly same thing, but just a different chart. So notice here, the stock demand increased significantly, and the stock started to go up a lot, right? So this was also confirmed by high volume. So it means you see lots of people started to buy here. Okay. Now, by the way, the reason why it went up here was because there was this triangle pattern forming. There was a breakout of the pattern. Okay, so we trade patterns all the time. I'll just post a link video on how to trade patterns, but this is not a video for patterns. This is a video for dip buy. So now notice here, this is the area where the stock demand increased, right? So what you're going to do is, let's say you missed the whole move. What you're going to do is you're going to look for stock to come back down to the same area where it broke out from. So you see where the demand was. Look, the stock came from the exact same area, and you can literally put a limit order to buy here. All right, and there's a great perfect dip buying opportunity. You could have literally just bought the dip, and then the stock went up immediately. All right, guys, so let's look at another example. The next example is SUNW. So notice here, SUNW. So we do the exact same thing in order to find the perfect dip buying opportunity. We look for the stock where the demand really kicked in. So look here, this is the area the stock broke out, and this is the area where the demand increased rapidly. So you could have literally bought here at the breakout, but let's say that you missed it and the stock started to go up. Where are you gonna buy? What's the perfect dip buy? And notice here that you look for the stock to come back down to the same area again. So notice here, if I draw a line, look how the stock came back down the exact same area, right? The stock came back the exact same area where you literally have dip bought here at $8, and the stock went up $15 straight. Okay, so to literally buy the dip buy. So main thing is to find out where the demand of the stock was originally, and then when the stock comes back down to the same area where the huge demand was, that's where most likely the stock is going to go up, right? And guys, don't be that lady. Make sure you subscribe. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.